Here's an example of a trash-picked lamp. This thing is probably mid-century, 1950s, possibly. Could be 1950s. It's got a milk glass thing here, and it has this red painted line design, all made of plated, well, real brass. I almost wonder if this is a trench lamp somebody made, because it's like, it's really cheap looking. It doesn't look like I could wire this. Also, look at this. Yeah, that's probably Bakelite too. Trio. The name of it is Trio. It's made by Trio. I'll have to look that up. The shade is like made out of, I don't even know, like it's stitched. Yeah, look at it, it's all stitched. It feels tacky. It's actually, might be made out of cardboard, and this might be a pre-war lamp. This is one of them old clip-on shades that you clip onto the bulb. It's a genius design back then. No one uses that anymore. This is a bulb I have, by the way. It didn't come with a bulb. That'd be amazing if it did. Definitely old. Dusty in there. Has an off-on switch. It's very old. Let's see what it says. It says Leviton 6600 watts? I doubt that. 250 volts. Yeah. This brass will definitely clean up. Definitely. Because it's still shiny under all this gunk and dust. I feel like somebody found this in an abandoned house and stole it. Because honestly, either that or is in somebody's attic. But hey, it's a nice lamp. It'll do in the movie. Nice, good. That's a good lamp. And, don't know if it works. Gonna definitely rewire this. If I can. That's, a bummer. If anything, I'll just cut this off and put I forget what it's called. A piece. Here's part 2. I think this is a post-war design, because look at this base. It's like, it's each individually cut to get its shape. This is an early lamp. How old it is, I don't know. Oh, it has an option where you could screw on a base for it. That's nice. Oh, its red paint is wearing off. I'll repaint this, because I have that same shade of red, ironically. Yeah. Nice lamp, though. Probably mid-century. Or post-war. This is actually a cardboard shade. Yes, this is cardboard. Yes, it's cardboard. It might be cardboard infused with fiberglass. I don't know that. It's made out of cardboard. Holy shit. It's not even fiberglass. This is an early lamp. funky design though. Curious to see what it looks like lit up, but I have to rewire this. I'm gonna look up the lamp right now to see how old it is. So I'm looking at this lamp, and it says mid-century vintage Leviton white milk glass hobtail. It's similar in design. I mean, it's kind of the same. It's got that same detail, but I'll see if I can find the exact one. Also, if you're looking at this is a project. You have to stay tuned. I have videos of it, but I'm waiting for parts to come in. Boards, since somebody was working on this and did not know what the fuck they were doing, so reordered some probably hopefully working boards for this. But this is a good machine, hopefully. Transport works, but back to the fucking main portion of the video. This lamp is from the 50s. This is also called a hobnail design. I don't know what that means, but hey, cool. And yeah, it's from the 50s. That's all I can gather from it, and I believe that. Definitely 50s. I might get it a different shade. I want to get one of them mid-century 2-tier lampshades. I love those things. They're really cool and neat looking. I think that looked pretty on this. But this lampshade will do. Anyway, back to the main portion of the video. This actually might work for a lamp that I have in the shed right now. Just put a bulb on it and have a lampshade. I might try that. I don't know. Back to the main portion. So, rewiring this thing. I don't know how. It might be easy. Hold on. Well, that was easy. I'm gonna snip this cord off. There we are. This will be easy to rewire, actually. Look at that. Milk glass. Put that there. Very fragile. And you can see what it used to look like, which I'm going to bring it back to that condition. Good, now I can sand this down and get it repainted. And, hold on. Interesting. Here we go. Watch the original felt. But look at this. D.C.F. A marking. We found a marking. And this is, I think, pure iron. Does it stick? No, it doesn't. It's pure iron, though. But we have a marking. D.C.F. Let me look that. So, nothing comes up when I look up that. So, it's from the 50s, that's all I know. Look at the inside of that. It's not really aged too badly over time. It just needs to be cleaned up and shit. This will probably be a fun task to rewire. Maybe. So, I took off this, and we have a little bit of a crack right there. That's been stuck like that for a while. Look at that. Very fragile milk glass. And, yeah, I might be able to put that back together. I try to, at least. It's not really the end of the world. Just don't tighten this thing too much. But yeah, we're gonna clean these brass pieces off, which probably metal. Oh shit. I think this was found in an abandoned house. I think an attic would preserve this well enough. This was definitely taken out of an abandoned house, I can tell. Not bad looking though. It's nicely designed. Quality. Definitely can't find stuff like this anymore. Was that painted or I don't know. Okay, so to take this out, you take a screwdriver and you pry gently inside. And take it out. There you go. Then you move this out. And I guess back then all they had as an insulator was cardboard. That's pretty early. Then you should be able to pull this out like that. And cardboard. Damn. And as you can see, you can rewire it with these two terminals. And the weird thing is, I don't think this is the original cord, because look at how this thing's wired. Oh, that is atrocious. And dangerous. Get rid of that. Oh my god, this don't want to come out. There we go. Get that nasty ass cord out of there. And there we go. I think this is actually... Hold on. I think this is actually nicotine. I don't know, but the nicotine does preserve very well with these things. But, yeah. No, I think that's how it was in the factory. Because this was very tight. So, yeah, that's how they did it in the factory. Very dangerous. And now I see why there's this cardboard right here, because if that touches, this whole thing would be live. And you'd get a jolt of your life. Not good. So, that's good. I should... Oh, hello. I got some markings in here. Get the dust off of it. Let's see. Does that say Eagle? Hold on. It does say Eagle. USA 34. I think this is Bakelite. Oh, it's UL listed. That's good. Eagle. 6600 watts. That ain't possible. That must be a typo, because it'd be a 60-watt lamp. There's no such thing as 6600 watts of electricity for these things. It's made in the USA though, and I doubt that's a day code of 34, because this thing would be very early. Still could be possible that it's from the 30s, but I truly doubt it. No, it could be. I don't know. Who knows, but let's install a freaking cord in this. Okay. I sorted out a cord for this. It is, an old cord. Oh, that's fine. It's an old vintage cord off of probably an old fan that I didn't need anymore. So yes. Also, I believe this was painted at one time, because it's just really dirty. Oh, it's just dirt. Interesting. I'll get that off later. Just wire it. It's for wire. But first I need to check that I've not cut into this. There we go. Okay. To rewire your lamp, what you want to do is... I'm going to clean these parts actually, so stand by. Okay. These things cleaned up pretty well. Turns out that was plated brass. This is actually made out of tin. These turned out well too. This one isn't as clean, surprisingly. But hey, it's okay. They're not dirty anymore, that's all that matters. Time to reassemble us a lamp. Alright, here we go. So, I'm gonna rewire this lamp. There's one. One lead. Do that, and you want to get your lamp. I'm going to try a trick here. Oh yeah, that's Bakelite. That smells like pneumonia. Okay. You can... Probably should have made these bigger. But I didn't. It's fine now. That would go like that. This is how they did wiring in the 50s, guys. This is definitely how they did it. Oh shit. I didn't think to, hold on. Okay, I did my strain relief. Which is good. I think this lamp has its own strain relief, which is interesting. Twisty twist. Want to make a V, then I'm gonna. Where's my little screw? There it is. I could have soldered this, but I didn't. Yeah, fuck it. Good enough for me. That is so much better than the original. There. That side's wired. I'm gonna have to reassemble this lamp. Okay. This. There we are. That goes there. Alright, here we go. Oh wow, look at that. Now the shade is gonna need a dusting. Oh, the shade's gonna need a dusting, but you can see it shows red. It just is very dusty. But I like it. All I have to do now is dust the shade off. I'm pretty sure it took a lower wattage bulb because that thing's quite hot. These are probably fire hazards back in the day. Wired by me. This is going in the shed for a movie. Whenever Michael gets down, this will be in the movie we're gonna make. Feel the shade. It's like hand knitted.
Yeah.
Alright. Done. And gave it a nice long cord so we could plug it easily up on the lofts. Because I have the power hooked up in the lofts. So this is where that'll be plugged in. Nice transformed lamp. I'm gonna probably take this apart and repaint this red. Because that's what this was at one point. It'll clean up though and be repainted. But I'm gonna clean the shade. It's seen better days.